Wasabi is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. It's about this middle-aged police officer played by Jean Reno, who you also know from the movie The Professional, which is another great movie. So here we have Jean Reno as the main character in this movie here. He is a complete badass here. He's a police officer, and in his past he went to Japan for some special ops mission when he was in, like, some secret military, whatever. But he went to Japan for some secret mission, and he fell in love with a woman there. He was with her for 8 months, and then he went back to Japan. She left him for some reason. Now it's been 19 years, almost 19 years, and he's still hung up over it, which I guess happens to some people. I think it's a bit far-fetched for an 8-month relationship, but, I mean, to each his own. Anyways, he's hung up over that, and he gets a call one day saying that he needs to go to Japan for her funeral because she died and she left him in her will. Now, he's also on leave of absence because he's suspended, because he likes to punch suspects in the face, whether they have a gun pointed at him, whether they're chained, handcuffed to a table, he'll still punch him in the face. He's a badass that is out of touch with reality, and you can tell that this heartache has hit him so hard that he's just out of touch with everything. All he does is his job and punch people in the face and kick everyone's ass. So anyways, he goes to Japan to receive these things, to see her funeral, and also, to get some of the things from her will. One of the things that he finds there is a nearly 19-year-old daughter, which I assume is the legal age in Japan because she's almost 19, and he becomes her guardian until she becomes 19, then she's out on her own, basically. She doesn't know that he is her father. That's the twist to this, and we don't know why at first, because there's some sort of tie with the Yakuza, which we figure out eventually. It's not a spoiler or anything, because we learn about that within still the first third of the movie. There's Yakuza ties, so she had to have a lot of mystery with her life, so her daughter didn't really know a lot about her or a lot of the things in her life, so, it's hard to really come to her with all of these things because there's a huge misunderstanding to it. So he's pretty much pretending to be her guardian, which is a good friend of her mother from her past, and in Japan, he meets up with another one of his older partners who is a complete idiot, who's just a dumbass. He's really funny. They're all really funny characters in this movie. What I really liked about this movie were the characters and how the characters played off of each other because they're all different. You have Jean Reno, who plays Hubert, of course the main character, who's a complete badass. He doesn't show any expressions, but he'll say these sly side remarks, and it'll be really funny the way that he says it because he has this straight poker face to him. And then we have his sidekick from the past, Momo, who is a complete idiot, who gets himself into a lot of trouble and really messes things up from time to time. And then we have Hubert's half-Japanese daughter, who is really cute. I really like that actress there. She is really funny as well because she's this typical teenager. I don't know how Japanese teenagers of that age act, but she kind of seems very typical. She's very funny because she's very naive to the world and she just wants to spend all this money, and she really has had little responsibility in life because she's been taken care of. And it's really funny to watch the comparison of these two because you have Hubert, who is this really uptight police officer, ex-military, and then you have his daughter here, who is just carefree and spends all this money, doesn't care about anything, and then you have Hubert's partner, who is a complete idiot who does really whatever and kind of messes things up from time to time. So because of the Yakuza's involvement in this movie, and also because Hubert just likes to walk up to people and punch them in the face, this does well as a comedy and also an action movie. I think it does well in both parts. Plus, the characters grow on you quickly. Even though this is just a movie, these characters really grow on you, and it makes you care about the story here. Despite the fact that this got a 6.6 on IMDb, I think that that is a huge understatement because this is a great movie. I've seen a lot of movies, I've watched a lot of different stories, and I think that this is a story that is done well. So if you're wondering why this movie is called Wasabi, there's a scene which I absolutely love here that has Hubert in a restaurant with his partner Momo. They're eating in Japan and they're served this little condiment dish with wasabi on it. For some reason, this is kind of a plot hole here, I would see, that Hubert doesn't know what wasabi is, despite the fact that he lived in Japan for nearly a year, and a lot of people that don't even live in Japan know what wasabi is. But actually, this movie is what made me try wasabi. I bought some from the store. It's pretty crazy stuff, and I like spicy food. But he starts eating it with his bare hands. He eats the entire little dish like it's nothing, which entices his partner Momo to just go in and take a little bit of it as well, and it completely just sets him on fire because I guess he can't handle wasabi, but that was a great scene. Another one of my favorite scenes from this movie was when they are in this arcade, when Hubert takes his daughter and also his partner Momo to this arcade, and then they meet up with Yakuza there. It becomes a huge shootout in the middle of the arcade, but before that, we see Momo playing DDR. I love some DDR. We hear the DDR song, and that's another very memorable moment out of this movie. So overall, with this, it came out in 2001. I think that this is a great movie. Of course, not the best movie ever, but definitely better than what it's rated on IMDb. I highly recommend everyone to check it out. I showed this to some friends a while back. They all loved it. Everyone who I know has seen this movie has loved it. It's a great movie. As far as the audio goes, this does have an English dub, but the native language for this is actually French because it's a French movie, but still it's a great movie in my opinion. Go ahead, check out Wasabi. If you've seen Wasabi, then let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.